I am Deepali Patel, your maths teacher from Sri Eknath Rao Khalse Talent School, Muktai Nagar. In this section, we are going to study our point similarity of triangle. Okay, so in last section also we have seen that. Now, what do you mean by similar triangles? Then, okay, similarity of triangles. Two triangles are similar if first condition is what? Their corresponding angles are equal. Okay, if their corresponding angles are equal, means angle A is equal to angle D, angle B is equal to angle E, angle C is equal to angle F. Okay, then and only then we can say that the two triangles are similar. Okay, and the second condition is what? Their corresponding sides are in the same ratio. Okay, means here we have taken two triangles here, triangle ABC and triangle DEF. Okay, it follows from this definition. Okay, from this definition we can say that first condition must be satisfied, means angle A is equal to angle D, corresponding angles must be equal, angle B is equal to angle E, angle C is equal to angle F. And the second condition is what then? ABC here, BC upon EF is equal to CA upon DF, FD is equal to AB upon DE, like this. Okay, so this if these two conditions are satisfied, then we can say that our two triangles are similar. Okay, then next definition is equiangular triangles. Okay, so what do you mean by equiangular triangles? Then two triangles are said to be equiangular. Okay, two triangles are said to be equiangular if their corresponding angles are equal. Okay, means angle A is equal to angle D, angle B is equal to angle E, and angle C is equal to angle F. These are the corresponding angles. So if the corresponding angles of any two triangles are equal, then we can say that the two triangles are equiangular triangles. Okay, so now we have to take the next point or theorem of this section. So the next theorem is basic proportionality theorem. Now comes our next point, basic proportionality theorem. Okay, so this is theorem BPT, basic proportionality theorem, or we can say that Thales theorem. Okay, and this basic proportionality theorem is asked in CBSE 2014 and 2010 question paper. Okay, so what is the statement then? If a line is drawn parallel to one side of a triangle. Okay, so triangle is given to us. Okay, side of a triangle. If a line is drawn parallel to one side of a triangle, so first we have to draw the triangle. Okay, in proof. Okay, so write down here proof. In proof we have to draw a triangle. So see, this is our triangle. See, this is our triangle. Okay, if a line is drawn parallel to one side. Okay, so suppose this is ABC is a triangle. Okay, ABC is a triangle. So suppose this is our one side of a triangle, and if we draw a line parallel exactly parallel to this side. Okay, so DE is a line which is parallel to this BC. Okay, if we draw a line parallel to one side of a triangle, so BC is the side of a triangle, and if we draw D parallel to BC, then to intersect the other two sides. Okay, and obviously this D intersect other two sides in distinct points, in point D and in point E. Okay, then the other two sides are divided in the same ratio. Okay, and then these other two sides, this side AB and this side AC, are divided in the same ratio. Okay, means we have to prove what? We have to prove this line AB and AC divided in the same ratio, means AD upon DB is equal to AE upon EC. That we have to prove here. Okay, so all these things are given to us. D parallel to PC is given to us, and point D intersect line AB, intersect line AB, and point E intersect line AC. Okay, so all these things are given to us. So write down first given things. Okay, so write down here given. What is given to us, that we have to write down. Given a triangle ABC, a triangle ABC in which, write down first all given things, a triangle ABC in which DE parallel to BC. Okay, this is given to us, and intersects line AB in D and side AC in E. Okay, so these all things are known to us, given to us. So triangle ABC in which DE parallel to BC is given to us, and point D intersect line side AB, and point E intersect side AC. Okay, all these things are given to us. Now what we have to prove, that we have to write down. Okay, so to prove what we have to prove then. Okay, to prove what we have to prove, then the other two sides are divided in the same ratio. Okay, so these two sides are divided in the same ratio, that we have to prove. That means what we have to prove actually, AD upon DB is equal to AE upon EC. Okay, so AD upon DB is equal to AE upon EC. This we have to prove. Okay, so we have to make construction here. Okay, all these things are given to us. This we have to prove. Then we have to, for proof, we have to make the construction here. Okay, so write down construction. So what construction we have to do here? Okay, construction. So construction is what? Then we have to join this DC and this EB. Okay, so join DC. In construction we have to join this DC as well as this BE. Okay, and then again we have to draw a perpendicular on this AD and again a perpendicular on this AE from this point E and from this point E. Okay, means we have to draw this from this point E, we have to draw a perpendicular on AD, that is EN, and similarly in this side we have to draw a perpendicular from this point D. Okay, perpendicular from this point D. Okay, from this point D to M. Okay, so this is perpendicular. Okay, you know very well in triangle. See, you in last year you have seen that in triangle, if a triangle is considered here, in triangle ABC, if we have to calculate the area of this triangle, then we need base as well as we need the altitude. Okay, so we need base as well as we need perpendicular, or we can say that altitude. Okay, so similarly in this triangle we have to draw the perpendiculars here from point E and from point D. Okay, so this construction we have to make here. So write down all the construction here. Construction, join BE and DC or CD, and draw EN perpendicular to this AD and DM perpendicular to AE. Okay, so this construction we have to do here. So join BE and CD and draw EN perpendicular to AD and DM perpendicular to AE. Okay, so now come to our proof. Okay, so what proof we have to do here? Okay, so if in triangle ADE, if we are going to consider this triangle ADE, then in this triangle say if EN is the perpendicular on this side AB. Okay, in AD only. Okay, see, in AD, triangle AD, if EN is the perpendicular, then we can say that it is the height and this AD is the base. Okay, in this triangle. Okay, so if EN is the height of triangle ADE corresponding to BD, then area of this triangle is what? Then obviously area of triangle is what? 1/2 into base into height. Okay, so base is AD. If we consider base as AD, then EN is the height of that triangle. Okay, so write down here in proof. Okay, so proof starts from here. Here EN perpendicular to AD. Okay, we know very well this EN is perpendicular on this AD. Okay, so from where we come on this point, from where? From this construction. Okay, since from this construction, so what is the reason? Then from construction. Okay, so here EN is perpendicular to AD, and obviously EN is what? Then in triangle AD, if EN is perpendicular on this AD, then EN is the height of this triangle and AD is the base. Okay, so here therefore EN is the height and AD is the base. AD is the base of triangle ADE. Okay, if we are going to think about this triangle AD. Okay, so here EN is the height and AD is the base. Okay, so what is the area of this triangle then? Therefore area. Okay, in last year you have seen area. How can we show it? As area of triangle ADE. Okay, so what is the area of triangle AD? Then 1/2 into base. Okay, base is AD and EN is the height. So area of triangle AD is equal to what? Then 1/2 into base into height. Okay, 1/2 into base into height, and which is equal to 1/2 into base is what? Base is AD here, AD, and height is EN. Okay, so this is our equation number first. Okay, if we are going to think about this triangle AD. Okay, now take next triangle DEB. Okay, in this triangle DEB. Okay, again in this triangle DEB, again we have to find out the area of this triangle. So how can we find it? Okay, so here in triangle DBE, again DBE, again here if we extend this D point to n. Okay, if we extend this d point up to this n point, then en is the height of this triangle. Okay, if we extend this d point up to n point, then en is the height. Okay, and base is what? Then obviously this bd is the base. Okay, because we are going to extend this point up to n, so bd is the base and this en is the height. Okay, so here area of triangle DBE is equal to what then? Because here en is height. Why en is height? Because we are going to extend this point E up to a point N, and that's why en is the height of this triangle DBE and BD is the base. Okay, so here 1/2 into, again base is BD or DB, into height is what then? Again en. This is our equation number 2. Okay, now if you have to find out the ratio of if we have to prove this ratio equality of this ratio, then we have to take the ratio of these areas again. Okay, so write down dividing equation 1 by 2 we get, okay, divide equation 1 by 2 we get area of triangle ADE upon area of triangle DBE is equal to 1/2 into AD into EN upon 1/2 into DB into EN. Okay, so 1/2 get cancel, EN get cancel, and we get AD upon DB. Okay, so area of triangle ADE upon area of triangle DB is equal to what then? AD upon DB. This is our equation number 3. Now see here these both this triangle DBE and DEC. Okay, both this triangle are stand on same base, means their base is same. Okay, base is same. Here D is the base. Okay, so D is the base of this two triangle, and these two triangles are lies between. See this triangle BDE and this ECD are lies between these two parallel lines. Okay, if the two triangles are lies between two parallel lines, then that two triangle must be equal. Okay, and they have again same common height. Okay, and same common base. So we can say that these triangles nothing but they are equal triangles, means we can say that DBE is equal to what then? DCE, because both the triangles have same base DE, and also they are lies between the parallel lines, and that's why they have common height and as well as common base. Okay, means we can say that both these triangles are similar, equal triangle. Okay, both these triangles are equal, and if both these triangles are equal, then their areas are also equal, and therefore these two triangles, areas of these two triangles is equal. Okay, so write down here now triangle DBE and triangle ECD stand on same base. Okay, stand on same base, and base is what they? DE. Okay, DE, and they lies between the same parallel lines, and they lies between the same parallel lines DE and BC. That two parallel lines are what then? DE and BC. Okay, so triangle DBE and ECD stand on same base, and that base is DE. Okay, and also they are lies between the same parallel lines, and that's why their height and base become same. Okay, and therefore they will have the same height. They will have the same height and common. They will have same height and common base DE. Okay, if these two triangles are lies between same parallel lines, then they have same height as well as they have common base, and therefore their areas are also equal. Means we can say that both these two triangles, okay, both these two triangles are equal, and obviously their areas are also equal. Means their areas are also, if these two triangles are lies between two parallel lines, then their areas are equal, and therefore from this reason we can say that, area of triangle DBE is equal to what then? Area of triangle ECD. Okay, both these areas are equal, and give it equation number 4. Okay, both these areas are equal. Okay, so in this equation number 3, okay, so in this equation, if these two triangles are equal, so what we have to make the changes in this equation? So in this equation, instead of this DBE, we have to write ECD. Okay, so from equation 3 we can say that, therefore from equation 3 from equation 3. Okay, equation 3 is what then? Area of triangle ADE upon area of triangle DBE is equal to, instead of this DBE we have to write this ECD because area of these both triangle are equal, and therefore area of triangle ADE upon area of triangle ECD. Okay, and which is equal to area of triangle AD is what then? 1/2 into AE into DM. Okay, upon why DM? Why DM? When we are taking this DBE, then we are thinking about this EN. Okay, EN is perpendicular on this AD. Now this EC, AE is the, okay, for ADE, ADE, DM is the perpendicular. Okay, this DM is the perpendicular on this E, and DC is the another triangle, so DM is the perpendicular, and that's why for this DEC triangle also, if we extend this point E to M point, then DM is the perpendicular for this triangle, or height of this triangle DEC is what then? DM, because if when we extend this E point up to N, then we get the height. Okay, so we get 1/2 into AE into DM is equal to area of triangle ECD is what then? 1/2 into ECD. Okay, height is here, base is what then? D is the base. Okay, sorry, EC is the base. Okay, see, because this DM is perpendicular on this EC. Okay, in this triangle DBE, if when we extend this point D to N, then DB is the base and EN is the height. Okay, so D for this ECD. Okay, for this ECD triangle, when we extend this point E to E up to point N, then we get DM is the height of this triangle. So EC is the base and DM is the height. So for this area of triangle ECD, we get 1/2 into EC is the base and DM is the height. Okay, so DM get cancelled, 1/2 can cancel, we get AE upon AC. This is our equation number 5. Okay, so again when we are going to equate equation, consider, or when we are going to compare equation 3 with equation number 5. Okay, so what we get then? See, our LHS. Okay, LHS are equal, area of triangle AD upon area of triangle DB is equal to this, in equation 3 again, area of triangle AD upon area of triangle DB. Okay, this LHS must and this LHS are equal. So if LHS are equal, then we can say that their RHS are equal. So write down here, therefore from equation 3 and 5, since LHS of both equations are equal, then their LHS are also equal, and therefore if their LHS are equal, then if their LHS are equal, then their RHS are also equal, and therefore we can say that this AD upon DB. Okay, this AD upon DB is equal to what then? This AE upon AC, and therefore from equation 3 and 5 we can say that AD upon DB is equal to AE upon AC. Okay, so here AD and DB are what then? Are parts of AB, whereas AE and AC are parts of AC, and therefore we get the ratio as AD upon DB is equal to AE upon AC. Okay, because the LHS of equation 3 and LHS of equation 5 are same, and that's why if LHS are equal, then their RHS are also equal, and therefore AD upon DB is equal to what then? AE upon AC. So this is all about our basic proportionality theorem, BPT, and this theorem is most important theorem, and that's why you must have to remember this theorem. Again, converse of this theorem is also important, so we are going to take that converse also. Okay, thank you.